With all the Firestorm antics occurring last week, it's been kinda hard to focus on the main Battlefield 5 game when it comes to content on my channel, but rest assured, I've not forgotten about it, and today we're going to be diving back into a couple of things of note that have occurred over the last week or so. But before we continue today, we have a sponsor, Dollar Shave Club. We all have our own unique daily grooming routines, whether it be showering, brushing your teeth, or shaving. For whatever reason, I choose to brush my teeth before taking a shower. It's just how I've always done things. No matter what your routine though, Dollar Shave Club has everything you need. It's not just shaving gear they sell now. They've got toothpaste, body wash, hair care products, and more to help you look, feel, and smell your best. At the moment, Dollar Shave Club is basically giving away their starter sets for just $5 each, and they've sent me them to show you. The Shave Starter Set comes with Dr. Carver's shave butter and an executive razor. Their Oral Care Starter comes with a weighty toothbrush and a trial-sized tube of toothpaste. And their Shower Starter comes with 3 trial items: Lavender Body Cleanser, Citrus and Hawaiian Ginger Face Cleanser, and Sage and Black Pepper Shampoo. I've been subscribed to their service since it launched in the UK and regularly order more of their shave butter. It makes for a really nice smooth glide. Dollar Shave Club ships right to your house, and the more items you buy, the more you save. They call it their handsome discount. So, don't wait. Join the club now for just $5 by clicking the link in the description. That's dollarshaveclub.com/Westie. When you guys support and buy stuff from Dollar Shave Club, they support my channel. So, a big thanks to Dollar Shave Club for sponsoring this video. Okay then, back to Battlefield 5, and we're going to talk about RSP, the Rental Server Program. There's been a constant discussion within the community since the launch of the game, really, certain players wanting the ability to rent their own servers. They want to create their own matches with different rules and run community events around those experiences. It's a system that really last succeeded in the Battlefield 4 days, where players could rent third-party servers and set them up really as they pleased, and they could create all sorts of different experiences for others to join and to have fun with. However, with Battlefield 1 back in 2016, DICE changed the game quite considerably. They decided to take rental servers in-house so they could better control the experience and offer a better service, which, in my opinion, was not achieved in any way, shape or form. The system was far worse off than what we had in Battlefield 4. Now in Battlefield 5, we don't have the ability to rent servers at all, and we're left with only the experiences that DICE deems necessary to keep us entertained via playlists and the Tides of War assignments. Now, until last week, the information we had about rental servers was that they would be something the team needed to explore in terms of development time and cost, because creating a system that would live up to the expectations the community had would not be something that could be created overnight. It wasn't going to be an easy task. The Battlefield 1 implementation, as I said, fell way short of what we expected and wanted when it came to control, and having that same system again, that's not going to cut it in Battlefield 5. People would probably be rather upset if that was all DICE managed to achieve. And that then brings us on to last week, when Ben Walk, the global community manager for the Battlefield franchise, he released the March Community Survey. This asked a few different questions about general communication, what would it take for us to recommend Battlefield 5 higher to your friends and family, and then right at the end of the survey, a question about RSP popped up. On a scale of 1 to 10, where 1 is not important at all and 10 is very important, how important is RSP to you? And then that was it. That's all. Nothing else was mentioned. Just a scale on 1 to 10. How important is RSP? Now, I think you can look at that question and its intended purpose in a number of different ways, but I think most obviously DICE is looking to quantify, using that scale, how important a system of renting servers is to the core community. Now, I say core community because, invariably, the most dedicated players are the ones that are following all of the Battlefield social channels, they're browsing Reddit, and they're reading the forums. Most players don't do that, so this survey is really gauging the opinions of those hyper-engaged players of Battlefield 5. Now, for the last 5 months, players have been telling DICE that they do want a rental server program. Thousands of tweets have gone through, forum posts and Reddit threads have been created on the topic, so DICE must already know that they've got an audience that wants this feature, but by directly polling people on it, they're obtaining real data, rather than relying on various tweets and posts to steer the Battlefield 5 ship in the right direction. If that question returned an average score of 7 or 8 or above, then DICE knows that the announcement of a rental server program for Battlefield 5 would indeed go down very well, and it's something that would be worthwhile pursuing from a development perspective. Now, as I've said countless times before, I am a big supporter of systems in video games that allow players to create their own experiences. Game developers obviously have their own vision for the games they make, and that's absolutely fine, but it's the players that make the game what it is, I think. If smaller communities of players, like clans or teams, they want to experience just a small slice of the overall Battlefield 5 offering and play that regularly, then having servers that run that small slice is something I think they should be allowed to have. Those players may only like that small slice overall from the Battlefield 5 offering, and they don't really care for anything else, so by having servers that run that experience, they'd be more inclined to come back to the game more often, because they know they're going to have the experience that they want to have. When it comes to more competitive scenarios, having the opportunity to rent servers allows a team to set up the map and mode that they're going to be competing on, and they can practice different plays and different approaches with all the different team members that you might need. And as a further extension, rented servers allows for creativity in the community to flourish as well. Events can be created, screenshots can be created in a more relaxed environment, and there's even the potential for recording to take place. Maybe someone wants to make a machinima using Battlefield 5 as the backdrop. That's not really possible at the moment, as all the recording would have to be done in live active servers. Sometimes you need just exactly the right spot at the right time, and trying to do that with other players running around you is really not that easy at all. At the moment for Battlefield 5, the community is really at the mercy of DICE as to how they're allowed to play the game. We have this rather strict set of playlists and a weekly rotation of Tides of War assignments that shepherd players into different scenarios. The freedom for players to choose and create their own experiences in Battlefield games is at an all-time low with Battlefield 5, and I consider that to be a huge shame. You want players to keep coming back to the game, you want them to stick around, but often the choices made by the development team when it comes to offering up different things like playlists and certain assignment features, they don't appeal to everybody. So having rental servers to set up an experience that those players would like would be a great option for Battlefield 5. Those players would have a home to come back to every time they launch the game. Now, a couple of things that I want to mention at the end of this video. There is due to be a patch release for Battlefield 5 this week, but since we're already on Tuesday and the patch didn't launch earlier today, I think we can assume that it's been slightly delayed at this point. Patches mostly go live on Tuesdays, and then the content associated with that patch goes live on the Thursday. It could now be that the patch will be set live on Thursday and we'll have to wait a little bit longer for whatever it is that DICE had cooked up. I do know for a fact that it will include some Firestorm-specific changes, but what those changes are right now, we don't actually know. And also, last week on the Battlefield Reddit page, a sneak peek at this week was posted in regards to information and news that would be coming out, and Battlefield currency was mentioned. That's the premium currency that we're going to be able to buy with real-world money and buy cosmetics. Potentially, at the last minute, it was pulled, because this week, Jeff Braddock has posted, like, This Week in Battlefield up on Reddit, and there's now no mention on This Week in Battlefield so far for Battlefield currency. But Jeff did say right at the bottom of that post that there are a few items pending, and they'll be added back onto the calendar once he gets confirmation. So there's still hope for Battlefield currency launching at some point in the future, but it's so far past launch now that I think all of that emphasis on all those cosmetics is kind of just falling away, and DICE really needed to get it live a lot sooner than they have. Right now, Battlefield 5 is in a rather interesting spot because Firestorm was launched and proven itself to be a pretty good Battle Royale mode, and at the same time, a lot of the community is still sort of reeling from the roadmap announcement that was revealed a couple of weeks back. The lack of multiplayer maps in Chapter 3, not even getting a new multiplayer map until the end of May, and seeing that a new Theatre of War won't be launching until autumn of 2019. That's kind of put a dampener on things in the community at the moment. I guess we're just going to have to wait and see what DICE does to try and improve this situation. But a big thank you for watching today, and until next time, my name is Westie, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.